Coming up on This Week in Torrance, a new website will soon report real-time air quality for local residents. And we'll show you a sneak peek at one of the newest musical productions coming to Torrance. Plus, local law enforcement strengthen ties with the community. We'll tell you all about the national event. Then, Del Amo Fashion Center helped local families gear up for the new school year. These stories and much more just seconds away. Your local news starts right now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. Jin Chun has the week off. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. The South Coast Air Quality Management District is launching a special website soon to keep the public more informed. TorranceAir.org is a Torrance air quality monitoring and notification project designed to show current near real-time air quality measurements for Torrance and improve the public's understanding of air quality in the area. SCAQMD will measure pollutant levels at various locations, including Torrance Refinery, West Torrance High School, 1001 Elm Avenue, North Torrance High School, Gunster Park, and throughout the community. Monitors at the first 5 locations are high-quality, regulatory-grade instruments. The Torrance Air website will launch this summer. You can head to torranceair.org and give your information to receive a notification when the community monitoring system will go live. The Torrance Police Department celebrated their own team members who moved up the ranks. 5 officers were recently promoted at the annual Torrance Police promotional ceremony. Loved ones, community members, and Torrance police members were present at the event. 3 officers were promoted to sergeant and 2 moved up to lieutenant. Sergeant Gregory Dukeman, Sergeant Charlene White, Sergeant Ryan Galassi, Lieutenant Patrick Gesquire, and Lieutenant Paul Solorzano all received their new titles. Police Operations Supervisor Vanessa Sandoval also was honored.
Very excited, very nervous, definitely blessed with the fact that I have a supportive family and a supportive organization. I love working for the Torrance Police Department.
The Torrance Police Department currently employs 227 sworn police officers and 128 civilian staff. For one night, Torrance residents and local law enforcement came out together to combat crime. There were nearly 24 block parties across the city of Torrance for the 35th annual National Night Out. From sizzling barbecue, outdoor games, to getting to know Torrance police officers firsthand, the City of Torrance and the Police Department have been participating for the last 18 years. Local neighborhood watch groups across the country put on gatherings for the evening. It's an opportunity for residents and the police department to work together to enhance partnerships to fight crime in the community.
It's so important for the community to get to know their neighbors. And like I said, we can't be everywhere at all times. And the best people to know who belongs in a community or who are suspicious are the people within that community. So if you don't know your neighbor, it makes it really hard. If you know all of your neighbors, you know who belongs in that community and who doesn't.
It's a crime prevention tool because people know each other and they know to be able to talk to each other, and when somebody strange is around, they'll see something and say something. And so we're very proud of the police community relations in Torrance. Our residents really love our police officers, and they provide us with a very safe and secure community.
Police Chief Eve Irvine says their goal was to attend as many block parties as they could. The first National Night Out took place in 1984, where there were more than 2.5 million neighbors across 400 communities in 23 states that participated. For residents, it's an opportunity to say thank you and get an update on what's going on in the community.
We're getting to know our neighbors and just loving our life and just knowing how blessed we are to live here and how Torrance Police supports us. And we're just really, really happy.
It's amazing. It's so nice to have all the neighbors get together. It's only once a year. I wish it were actually more often. But we block off the entire street so everybody get together without the concern of cars going through. Chance for everybody to meet everybody else and say hello, because normally they just drive up in the driveway and go into their door. And so it's our one night during the year to get out and meet everybody.
It feels really great to see the city partner with law enforcement and gather so we can, make sure that we're protecting each other as well, and see something, say something if there is.
For more information on the event, go to natw.org. Well, the City of Torrance interns were celebrated for completing their summer internship. 8 students from the city's internship program were honored at their graduation ceremony. The summer interns attended or are attending UCLA, Occidental College, Whitman College, Azusa, and Cal State Fullerton. They presented to city staff what they learned during their time in the program and also led a presentation on a particular topic they chose from City Council. Mayor Patrick Fury gave them completion certificates and thanked them for their great presentation topics. 7 departments sponsored the internships. Undergraduate students or recent graduates had the opportunity to gain applicable work experience, develop skills, explored future career paths, and learned how local government works and built a network.
Has led me to develop not only my professional skills but my networking skills as well that I can use in potential career opportunities. And I really can't thank the HR team, Mr. Snoddy, and my co-intern Matthew for giving me such a great inspiration and to be real mentors for me in my future career paths.
I feel really lucky to have done it. I worked on a couple of reports. I interviewed over 120 park visitors, and I got to meet a lot of great people working with the park services staff and the people of Torrance. And all of the interns are really nice. Their supervisors were just amazing, and I just want to come back here again.
The program is 8 weeks and is behind the scenes of the City of Torrance. Each student is matched with a mentor and with a department that has special projects. They also participated in career building workshops, department tour, and interactive programming. They committed 20 hours a week to the internship.
I think this year was really important in the sense that they were able to really connect with each other and build relationships across the different internships. So they connected right away. It was like very natural for them and their ability to work together.
To learn more about the internship, go to torranceca.gov. The program has been around for 5 years. Well, the state's largest operator of recycling redemption centers abruptly shut down all of its locations. rePLANET Recycling ceased operations and closed all of its 284 recycling centers and processing facilities this week. It also terminated its entire workforce throughout the state. Officials say with the continued reduction in state fees, the depressed pricing of recycled aluminum and PET plastic, the rise in operating costs resulting from minimum wage increases, along with many other factors, led the company to decide their operations are no longer sustainable. rePLANET had 2 locations in Torrance at Ralph's and Vaughn's. In a press release, they stated they regret the impact the site closures will cause and thank their employees for their hard work. Well, still ahead, 8 students from Kashiwa, Japan arrive in Torrance. Plus, a business dedicated to getting people fit celebrates a milestone.
Oh, Vanessa. You gonna text her back?
Nope. I'm high. I'm gonna hit the treadmill.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Nope. I'm high. How about they come over?
Where?
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
8 students from Kashiwa, Japan arrived in Torrance to experience Southern California life for the first time. They received a warm welcome from the host families and were celebrated at the Nakano Theater at a reception with city employees and council members. Families host the exchange students for 10 to 12 days. Students visited City Hall, Torrance Certified Farmers Market, the Torrance Fire Department, and the Torrance Art Museum. Some other highlights during their stay will be attending a baseball game at Dodger Stadium, visiting the Griffith Observatory, kayaking in San Diego, and lunch at an In-N-Out, to name just a few.
I think it's really important to the City of Torrance. Last year was the 45th year celebrating the exchange, sister city relationship. What's amazing is Torrance only has one sister city, and it has a very, very close and busy and active relationship with this one sister city, and it's kind of remarkable that over the years, it's maintained this kind of strength because the board for the Torrance Sister City, it's an all-volunteer board.
This is our first year where she's actually got to go to Japan. And then, as my wife said, we'll be looking forward to hosting Kareen now that Lily has met all the delegates. So our daughter knows them all, and she's really excited to have them here. And so we are too, to get to know a little bit of who she got to meet and what they got to do over the weeks they were in Japan.
This past June, 7 students from Torrance went to Kashiwa, Japan. They also had the opportunity to share their trip experiences at the reception. Torrance and its sister city, Kashiwa, have had cultural exchanges since 1973, when the two cities first became affiliated. Under the Student Cultural Exchange Program, the Torrance Sister City Association has sponsored hundreds of exchange students.
The host family experience is one of the most meaningful components of the exchange program, as it affords students the opportunity to learn firsthand about everyday life here in the City of Torrance.
To learn more about the Cultural Exchange Program, head to torrancesistercity.org. Back to school season has arrived and parents are already prepping for the new school year at the Del Amo Fashion Center. Torrance CitiCABLE reporter Jin Murua has the story.
Early in the morning, parents and children lined up right outside the Del Amo Fashion Center in hopes of getting a head start on back to school with some fun. Children received their goodie bags full of free supplies and coupons to help families with their shopping.
I have 4 kiddos, so we've already been preparing for it for a few weeks now, hitting up on the sales and whatnot, but this is just good because it kind of gets everyone excited again, talking about back to school is coming, and so what the ways we can prepare.
Del Amo Fashion Center put on a back to school special, and for parents who attended, it was a way of getting their children back on track.
I guess it gets them prepared as well, letting them know that we are going to be getting up earlier now, versus during the summer days where they were sleeping in to about 9 or 10.
Back to school isn't just sales and supplies here at Del Amo. Children and parents were very excited to enjoy some fun activities before the summer wind down. Children flooded the different interactive stations. With long lines forming, kids were patient and waited for their turn. While the young ones had fun, parents were ready to start the school year's planning.
Definitely look for the deals that are going on, get as many coupons that they have available, and just get an early start.
Thanks, Jan. Parents are ahead of the game when getting ready for back to school. Be sure to keep an eye out on the latest sales. International visitors from China took a swing for the first time and learned all about the American favorite pastime, baseball. Sarah Honeycutt brings us the story from the Torrance batting cages.
For the first time in their lives, visitors from Beijing, China learned how to play baseball at the Torrance batting cages.
We are based in LA, and we work so closely with Discover Torrance. I believe that they will have a tremendous experience in the beautiful city of Torrance by playing baseball and the soul of American games.
Debbie Hayes, Director of Sales and Community Relations for Discover Torrance, says the event wouldn't have been possible without the partnership between Discover Torrance, Choose a Destination, along with some help from local athletes.
This event is going to be fabulous because what is going to be so exciting and what the group is looking forward to is being able to show their friends back in China that they know how to play baseball.
The 40 visitors were on an incentive trip to come to America through their company Rolmex, a health and beauty products manufacturing company. As part of their trip, they made a stop in Torrance to learn how to play baseball. Torrance High School pitcher Jason Profit says it was a great chance to show his love for the sport.
We're here to teach people the game of baseball and really the American experience. And it's really fun, and it's really an honor for us to get the chance to teach them baseball.
From stretching and drills to throwing their first pitch and swinging their first bat, it was all taught through the language of baseball. Torrance High head coach Terry Dewan was proud of his athletes.
To me, well, baseball is universal, and that's one of the beauties, is that it's a global sport, and everybody can understand it on some level.
Torrance Mayor Patrick Fury also stopped by the field to show his support.
Baseball transcends languages. The rules are the same, 90-foot bases, 60 foot 6 inches to home plate. Home plate 17 inches across, there's 108 stitches on a baseball. All those things are exactly the same. And you don't have to have verbal communications. The nonverbal communication sometimes is even more important.
An experience that wouldn't have been possible without the community coming together. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Sarah Honeycutt.
Thanks, Sarah. Want to take a swing? For more information on Torrance Batting Cages hours, visit the website, torrancebattingcages.com. For 2 decades, the Torrance Theater Company has been committed to providing affordable, professional quality theater productions to the Torrance and South Bay communities. This month, the company celebrates its 20th anniversary with its biggest show ever, Disney's hit Broadway musical, Beauty and the Beast. Reporter Colleen Farrell has details.
No passion could reach me.
From the first rehearsal, director Jim Hormel recognized something special was happening.
She really is a funny girl.
It's like the old MGM musicals that used to hear where there's this glorious voices coming from the heavens.
To celebrate its 20th anniversary, the Torrance Theater Company decided to take on something new. Its first ever family musical, Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
He was doomed to be a beast for all time.
It's a tale about an arrogant prince cursed to live as a terrifying beast until he finds true love. His chance comes through the beautiful Belle, who sees the sensitive soul behind the fearsome facade.
I just finished the most wonderful story about a beast.
Hopefully she'll inspire people to see what's underneath.
When you look at the Beast, it's easy to just see him as a tough guy and scary, but I hope that the audience does see some of that vulnerability in the performance that I give.
Before production began, Hormel had his sights set on actor-singer Chris Tiernan to bring the Beast to life.
He brings an amazing vocal instrument, which I could listen to him sing all day, but he also brings acting skill, and you don't always get both.
With a cast of 45, this is the largest ever production for the Torrance Theater Company, which presented some unique challenges and opportunities.
Because we don't just have 45 people, we have 45 incredibly talented people and incredibly talented singers. Every night in rehearsal, I just sit back when the songs start and I just kind of bask in the beauty of it. And our choreographer is amazing. Nico really moves them around and keeps it looking not stagnant, not static.
The show will be a feast for the senses. It will feature a live orchestra, more than 120 costumes, and 50 wigs. Despite the large cast, Hormel is taking special care not to take any creative license with the Broadway hit.
We aren't really messing with perfection.
Artistic director Gia Jordal hopes the production's broad appeal and talent will entice theatergoers to come and experience an example of community theater at its finest.
The kind of people that we have brought in, super talented, super dedicated, and just ready to do whatever it takes to make it happen.
For Jordal, the cast and crew, it's that symbiotic relationship that creates a win-win for everyone. For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Colleen Farrell.
Thank you, Colleen. You can catch Disney's Beauty and the Beast from August 16th through August 25th at the James Armstrong Theater. For tickets, visit torrancetheatercompany.com, or you can phone them at 310-781-7171. August 23rd will be a special bounding night where patrons are invited to dress as any character from the show using regular street clothes as their inspiration. Prizes will be awarded to the best bounders. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce celebrated a ribbon cutting in honor of 9 Round Fitness and their 5-year anniversary.
1, 2, 3.
9 Rounds started with a mission just like many other businesses, a desire to change people's lives. Busy parents Shannon Hudson, a world champion kickboxer, and his wife Heather had a vision. They wanted to create a place where busy people just like them could get a great workout in on their schedule. 9 Round Fitness Torrance delivers on its mission to make members physically and mentally stronger by offering a fun 30-minute full-body kickboxing style workout. The workout changes daily and there are no class times. 9 Round removes the pressure of making set class times or spending hours at the gym as a new circuit starts every 3 minutes. 9 Round Torrance owner Dan Hawkins says they are a community here to help people reach their fitness goals and to have fun.
I'd like to thank the City of Torrance. It's been a really good location for us. It's been a good community of people, and we feel really lucky to be here and really excited to be part of the community.
9 Round Torrance first opened in 2014. They are located in the Torrance Star Plaza next to Lee's Sandwiches. El Camino College will welcome nearly 800 new students to campus through a special program. This fall, through South Bay Promise, an expanded program that offers college education with no enrollment fees, received more than 2,000 applications for fall of 2019, a drastic increase compared to only 12 students back in 2014. The South Bay Promise has spiked in interest in exciting high school seniors, and with its expansion, students have the opportunity to apply for scholarships and participate in support programs and workshops, which make the transition into college easier. El Camino College and South Bay Promise want to invest in their students by offering resources and preparing them for success. Within this program, 80% of participants identified as first-generation college students. A new report released today shows that blood pressure monitoring could become as easy as taking a video selfie. According to new research in Circulation, Cardiovascular Imaging, an American Heart Association journal, transdermal optical imaging measures blood pressure by detecting blood flow changes in smartphone captured facial videos. Reports say ambient light penetrates the skin's outer layer, allowing digital optical sensors in smartphones to visualize and extract blood flow patterns, which can be used to predict blood pressure. Now, this would be an easy way to monitor blood pressure, given that nearly half of American adults have high blood pressure and don't even know they have it. Cuff-based blood pressure measuring devices are accurate, but many times are inconvenient and uncomfortable. Professor Kang Lee from the University of Toronto in Canada, along with his colleagues, measured the blood flow of more than 1,300 adults by capturing 2-minute videos using an iPhone equipped with transdermal optical imaging software. They say if future studies confirm results and show this method can be used to measure blood pressure that are clinically high or low, doctors will have more options. And that's good news. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.